everyone. So today we're going to be doing a little bit of elapsed time review, which is what you guys worked on last week. So if you remember, elapsed time is when you figure out how much time is between the start of something and the end of something. You're figuring out how much time passed in between the start and the end. So there are many different ways we can figure this out. We can use a number line, we can use a T-chart, we can just look at a clock and count each tick. It doesn't matter. But there are some ways that help more than others, right? So if we're looking at this first example, we're figuring out how much time passed between 8:35 and 8:55. Well, when I look at these two numbers right here, I can easily count by fives, right? So I'm not going to bother doing a number line. I'm not going to bother doing any other strategy if I can just count by fives. Let's not make it harder for ourselves, right? So if we look at between 8:35 and 8:55, if I'm picturing on a clock how much time passed, well, let's just count by fives. 8:35, 8:40, 8:45, 8:50, 8:55. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes. So our elapsed time for 8:35 and 8:55 is 20 minutes. And if you guys want to take notes with me, you totally can. That'd be awesome. Okay, our next one, it's not as easy as that one, but it is something that we can figure out without having to do a whole lot of extra math for it. So if we look here, I'm going to do a number line for this one just because the elapsed time is going to be a little bit bigger. But if you can figure this out in your head, that would be awesome too. But let's do it with a number line. So my start time is 3 o'clock. So I know on my number line, that's the number I have to start with. And I'm trying to get to 6:30 and figure out how much time passed between those. So normally on a number line, I'd like to count by tens if the elapsed time wouldn't be that long, but between 3 and 6:30, that's kind of a long time, so I'm not going to count by tens if I don't need to. So let's count by hours first. So I'm going to try to get to 6 o'clock by counting with hours. So 3 o'clock plus 1 hour gives me 4 o'clock. And then in my little jump here, I'm going to write plus 60 minutes, which is an hour. Okay, and then I'm going to do another jump to 5 o'clock. And that's plus 60, or you can write plus 1 hour, whatever is easiest for you. Okay, and I'm still trying to get to 6 o'clock hour, so I'm going to add 1 more hour. And that gives me 6 o'clock. Okay, so I got my 6. I'm trying to get to 30 minutes here. So, what would be the easiest way to do it? Let's just jump 30 minutes. And that brings me right to 6:30 on the dot. So let's figure out how much time passed between 3 and 6:30. Well, I have 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, and how many minutes? And 30 minutes. Good. So that's the elapsed time between 3 o'clock and 6:30. You're probably like, okay, Miss O'Neill, I think we get that. So let's move on to one that's a little bit more complicated in the fact that we need to do numbers that aren't exactly on 5, 10, 15, 20. So let's try another one.